my name is Spencer, and today I will be reacting to Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Season 1, Episode 3. I'm excited to see what this one's about. So far, I've liked basically everything about Strange New Worlds so far. My issues before were basically addressed in the last episode, so hopefully moving forward there will be no more issues with this show. I like it. That being said, I don't speak for everyone who watches this show, so you may have a different opinion. I'm excited to get more of crew relationships that don't feel like they're trying too hard. That's one of my complaints for Discovery, was that it was just like they didn't give us much character interaction. Then they would do some big bridge scene where everyone's like, we've got this because we're a crew and we love each other and we're here for each other, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me because they didn't have the behind the scenes crew interaction that is what I want. But that being said, you may have different opinions, and you may have different desires for these kind of shows. So I don't know. It is what it is. This episode is called The Ghosts of Illyria. I might be pronouncing that completely wrong. I'm assuming and hoping they will say it in the episode so I can get an idea of how it's supposed to be pronounced. I have high expectations for this show in general going forward, not specifically for this episode. So yeah, I don't want to waste too much time before I get into this episode, but don't forget that if you like this video, you should give it a like. I feel like that should be self-explanatory, but I'll say it anyways. If you have any thoughts or ideas about this episode that coincide or even oppose my thoughts and opinions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I appreciate the interaction that I get there. And if you like this kind of content and you would like to see more, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. I've recently just hit 50 subscribers, which is a big bump up from where I started, which was basically nothing. I had 17 or 18 for a while before starting reactions, but now I have 50 something, so that is a substantial jump. So I appreciate everyone who has joined and appreciate everyone who will join. So thank you, and that's all I have to say concerning that. So I think I'll go ahead and get this episode started.
First officer's log, stardate 1224.3. The Enterprise has arrived at Hediment 9, the site of an abandoned Illyrian colony.
Illyria. Who's this? Just a random crew member? Something suspicious is going on.
Commander, I'm having trouble getting a lock on your signals. The ion storm is interfering.
Storm's only getting closer, Enterprise.
I have a feeling these people genetically modified themselves so much that they are now in the air, and they're going to be inside
rerouting auxiliary power.
Inside these people that are being transported. Or they're going to be Tuvixed or something. I like Hemmer. He's cool.
Better not be out of miracles, Mr. Kyle. Captain and Mr. Spock are still on the surface.
Yeah, these guys are going to be affected by whatever's in the air on the surface.
Captain, I think I've managed to uncover a previously undiscovered cache of journals that may be relevant. I'm looking forward to reading them.
Great. How about we get to the rendezvous point before the storm overtakes us so you can?
I like Spock's enthusiasm for for the information and whatnot.
You and Mr. Spock should find shelter until the storm passes, and quickly.
Copy, number one.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Run!
Okay. It's good cold open. I'm definitely interested to know if my early theories will hold up at all.
And tell Chief Kyle to have relief ready. I want the transporter standing by.
I was gonna say she's in command now, for now.
Ensign Lance, you all right?
Here comes the strange behavior.
Us, but maybe this is something you should, you know, do in your own quarters.
I need to feel the light on my skin.
What the hell are you doing? Or take us to security. I need help. I'm deck 14.
I mean, he had direct contact with them, so. She's affected too. Obviously, she's not thinking clearly, because otherwise she'd be like, I need medical attention. Are they inhabited, or are they just, like, infected?
For one to Dr. Mabenga, what is the status of the landing party?
Good evening, Commander. Funny you should mention it. I have several of them in here as we speak, presenting with some very curious symptoms. I was about to call you. Are you feeling all right?
I'm okay.
Better come down here and let
Don't
me
lie.
check you out just in case.
On my way.
I want a new top if you're trying to be discreet.
I take it you haven't exhibited any of these unusual behaviors.
No.
Whatever affected them seems to have missed you. I'd like to take a blood sample nonetheless.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
No. I can sense that expression, you know.
Oh, I know.
She says, I'm making that face.
Which, I might add, may well take all night.
Decontamination crew, transporter room 3, only level.
She's not in a rush to, she doesn't seem to want to be getting better.
Computer, show me everything you have on Illyrian genetic modification specifically related to disease control.
Working.
I bet Spock has it in his information tube.
You don't grow up with a bioengineered mass murderer as your ancestor and not develop a thick skin.
Khan Noonien Singh.
Made myself a kind of an expert on him when I was a kid.
I never think of you as a child. Individuals are so much more than just...
Is it me or is it dark in here?
She's suspicious.
What do you recommend, Doctor?
To keep it from spreading, full lockdown.
Quarantine.
All on-duty personnel will be confined to specific work zones until further notice.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
This group is attempting to reverse its DNA modifications to gain entry. De-engineering themselves, as it were.
That's a new one.
Indeed.
Any clue as to what happened to the...
Wouldn't that involve more engineering? That's freaky.
I did. Although what I saw exactly, I'm not sure.
I would guess the Illyrians. Illyrians?
Computer, end simulation!
What did you do that for?
We need light!
How many more?
Almost 50.
Sheesh.
If you hadn't noticed, I'm in the middle of a shipwide medical emergency.
Trust me, I've noticed.
I'm confused why number one had symptoms, but now she's not.
That shouldn't have affected the lights.
Please stop messing around in here!
Oh, he's affected too. Right?
Point
taken.
Right? Maybe? Yeah, he's... Either that, or he's just really concerned about his people being close to the light.
I think we know what made that sound. Indeed.
I mean, you still don't really know what it is.
Perhaps we should weigh probability in our favor.
True.
Would it be too intrusive to sedate all of them?
Given the alternative, I think it's the best option.
Makes sense, I guess. Shutting off all the lights. I mean, you would think they would see light coming from the windows, and then they would be inclined to break out of the ship to get to the stars.
Blackout override in transporter room. Danger of critical circuit overload.
Commander Chin Riley to transporter room. What's going on?
Someone's doing something they shouldn't. What the heck? Oh, did he beam in a star or something?
Henry!
Dang.
Stop!
She just saved his life. I'm still confused about why she had symptoms, but now she doesn't. And then why she's not as desperate as everyone. These are obviously the Illyrians, but I guess they're not. I don't know. I guess they don't want to make assumptions, but. Oh, are they protecting them? I don't know. I say it's obvious that it's the Illyrians, but they have no reason to believe that it would be. That they would be. That they're sentient or anything like that.
Just because you have...
I'm immune. You don't know that. I've already come down with it.
And my immune system did what it was bioengineered to do.
That would have been nice for them to know.
I'm an Illyrian.
Would that even work?
You better put me out.
No, wait. We'll come up with something.
There's nothing to come up with.
Uh-oh. La'an is waking up.
Warning. Warp core containment field has been deactivated.
Of course.
Recommend reestablishing containment field immediately.
Knocked her out. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh boy. How are they gonna fix this?
You know what'll happen if the containment field goes down.
Stun her.
Stop!
Danger of exposure to matter and...
Why don't you have a phaser on you? Or a syringe? You were close enough to get her.
Radiation levels are now toxic to organic species. Warp core breach imminent.
Huh. I mean, this isn't the first time we've had a main character be an augment. There was Bashir in Deep Space Nine, so...
They went to great lengths to save our lives. They shielded us when the storm broke through. Why wouldn't they have done the same for the colonists?
Because they are the colonists.
They were unable to save the colonists because they are the colonists.
How?
Yeah.
Before I re-engage the field.
La'an is not an Illyrian. Her proximity to the commander created chimeric antibodies in her system. I was able to synthesize them into a cure before they set. Don't thank me.
Nice.
I know I'm good at my job.
I like Chapel. I like the set of this dining area, mess hall, whatever you want to call it. It looks nice. I like all the
You pack one hell of a punch, Lieutenant.
geometry.
Thank you. That wasn't a compliment.
What's the penalty for striking a superior officer?
Can't seem to remember.
Thanks.
Instead of terraforming planets, we modify ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that.
If that's what you believe, why do you hide it?
Because it's illegal.
Why hide it from me?
I've been hiding it from a lot of people.
I mean, with replicators, I guess you'll get, like, perfect strawberries.
I'm an Illyrian. Not from this colony, from far away. Starfleet policy is clear. By not disclosing my genetic augmentation, worse, by enlisting in Starfleet, I've committed a Federation offense. What do we do when Starfleet finds out?
If they find out.
You let me worry about Starfleet?
The new transporters keep biofilter and pattern integrity power systems separate. But you didn't let them upgrade the medical transporter when we were in space dock. I'm starting to suspect you couldn't.
What?
Hemmer's diagnostic shows you're keeping something in the pattern buffer. And whatever it is, you needed to preserve it, even if it ended up killing everyone on the ship. Isn't that right, Doctor?
My daughter. A year ago, she was diagnosed with cytokemia. Brutal disease.
I'll provide a dedicated power source direct from the warp core. This problem, we can ensure it never happens again.
I hope he finds the cure. I'm sure Pike would be okay with it too. He's probably like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Wait. Don't spoil us.
Dad, you've read this like 100 times.
Well, that doesn't mean that the ending couldn't miraculously change.
Dr. Mbenga stopped hiding today.
Cute. That was good. I liked a lot about that episode. I liked that La'an knows her history with Khan, and I like that we got some about number one and Mbenga. I hope that, I don't know, there's a lot of potential with this kind of show for them to find that cure and like in the span of an episode, and then that's resolved. I'm guessing they'll try to do it before the young actress gets too old to be playing this part. I'm sure Dr. Mbenga knows, or his daughter knows what's going on, like that she is being preserved. I don't think that he would do that without her consent. So that's what makes sense to me. I liked the one-on-one with Spock and Pike. That was a nice little bonding experience for them, which I'm sure they've had bonding experiences off screen, but it's nice to have that shown. It's nice that these relationships are being formed and maintained on screen. Yeah, this was good. Ortega's, I was laughing earlier because Ortega's, I just thought it was funny, her little dialogue with the one crew member that broke his head through the light fixture. So that was funny. Just, hey, like, keep that to yourself, my guy. Do that in your quarters if you have to, but I'm glad that they're sticking with the old Trek feel, with the, but like it's got like new special effects that, like, if you showed this show to anyone, like if you took this back in time and showed it to anyone back in the 60s, they'd be like, what? I like that aspect of it, where it's like, it's these characters that were thought up of in the 60s, and yet we are getting them in this modern day where the special effects are top notch. I mean, to be fair, like 60 years in the future from now, the special effects will probably be even better than what they are now. So it's hard to say like, oh, this is like the top notch compared to what it was. These special effects are crazy, and there's no way they would have been able to make the Illyrians, like the ones that were like in the storm, to make that look the way they do. Like, I'm sure they probably could have come up with some practical way to do it, but I just have a great appreciation for how far we've come. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this episode. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, maybe we could start a conversation down there. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me in this reaction, and I will see you guys next time.